Proximity is about connection. It's about being close to people, close to where they live, close to what they care about, close to the problems they're trying to solve and the questions they want answered. And that form of proximity leads to better journalism. It means we're closer to what matters to people, so that journalism is more timely, more relevant. Importantly for CBC, proximity leads to trust and relationship. It's how we build connection with people, and we see it every time. We have our journalists in community showing up with genuine curiosity.
For ambulances in rural areas.
Those issues that matter most to people, and our reporters are there.
One community group is speaking out against
building trust and connection when we meet people where they are. That's when we really develop a nuanced understanding of the people who live and work across this country. And that's why we're here.
You have to do the journalism, you have to be there on the ground, but then you've got to find a way to get that journalism to people. It's about being on multiple platforms. It's why we've launched 14 local news streaming channels. It's why we're doing more than ever on CBC Gem, on YouTube, TikTok. It's why, for example, you can now listen to any local stream of Radio 1 on the CBC News app.
Local service means being present where Canadians are, including on the platforms where they get their news and information, especially on mobile and connected televisions. That's why we've launched 14 free local streaming channels so that Canadians can find the local news, the weather information, and the stories of national interest that really matter to them. Our free local news streaming channels provide Canadians with more live and on-demand news whenever and wherever they want it, on any preferred platform, from smart TVs to cbcnews.ca to our apps and YouTube.
The first place you build trust and relationship is in person. This will see us significantly expand our community outreach, our events, our listening. You'll see more of our programs out across the country than ever before. I'm delighted to say we have just hired 30 local journalists to work in 22 communities across the country. These are communities that deserve more reporting by the CBC and other media. It means that stories that would otherwise go untold get told. And they get told for those communities where we are based. But on occasion, and importantly, those stories of community get told to national audiences. Because remember, part of our mandate, our purpose, is to reflect this country to itself and to help all of us understand this nation and all of its complexity and diversity.
26 different countries were represented.
Local service expansion has allowed us to hire more reporters and put them in communities where CBC had little or no presence. This, in turn, has allowed us to build relationships with communities, getting to know the people better. As a result, we're able to tell better stories and build trust in those communities.
Nothing tests your commitment to proximity more than when a crisis hits a community. You are either there when it counts or you don't count at all. There is an increase in heat waves and forest fires, flooding,
stranded in his submerged car,
hurricanes, snowstorms.
Lots of snow.
At the exact same time, there is an increase in disinformation,
false health information,
fake news, rumors that are spread on social media. It has never been more important a time for verified, fact-based, accurate information. And in times of crisis, that information can be literally a matter of life and death.
We deliver immediate, essential information for folks when wildfires happen. Road closures, shelter locations, information that's critical for those who are being evacuated.
Thousands of evacuees are arriving to thick smoke, blanketing much of the southern prairies.
We are on the ground, fact-checking the rumors and cutting through the confusion so people know what's real and can act quickly.
I've only got a 4-horse trailer, so it was pretty amazing to see everybody hauling and help us out so quick.
We ask tough questions when the immediate threat passes. Who's responsible? Why did this happen? And what steps are being taken to prevent it in the future? By sharing the human and community impact of these events, we ensure all Canadians stay informed about the stories shaping our country.
We're connecting with Canadians who love podcasts, who are passionate about quality local stories in the places they call home. We have 12 hyper-local news podcasts, from This is Vancouver Island to This is Ottawa to the brand new This is Newfoundland and Labrador. We cover everything from emergency room safety in Vancouver to bike lanes in Edmonton to why Montreal's metro station doors are so hard to open. These podcasts focus on the stories that make our communities unique. That's because they're made by people who live there for people who live there.
And this isn't just about parachuting in and out. This is about being there through the good times and the bad times, providing a service that people can count on. One of the promises we make to our audience, to Canadians, is that we are with you every day, making sense of our world together. But that means in community with you for the long haul, telling the stories that you need to know that matter to you.